In today's video, I will be analyzing the statistical data from my world record attempt at the longest marathon billiard match. Together with Jamal, we played for 52 hours and broke the previous record by 3 hours and 3 minutes. We are now in the process of submitting the documents and videos to Guinness for official recognition. I am still feeling emotional about this event, and with this video I hope to find some closure. We use the My Web Sports system to not only live stream the match but also record most of the shots, allowing me to analyze my performance now. Here is some general statistic data. I made a total of around 2,500 shots, scored over 600 points and had an average of 0.37. Of the 1,824 misses, 1,431 are plain misses and 454 were kisses. This means my kiss probability was 18%, which is relatively high. The kisses were evenly distributed between ball 2 kissing, ball 1 or ball 3. Looking at the data over the entire 52 hours, I noticed that I started off strong with an average around 0.5. As the hours went on, my averages dropped, reaching a low of 0.3 around 6 AM. However, with the first sunlight, my performance improved and my averages leveled out between 0.3 and 0.4. The next night brought another drop, but with the final countdown starting at 6 AM, I regained my energy and had my best averages towards the end. I was surprised to see that kisses only contributed 2% to my total points. However, they do provide an opportunity for luck to play a role. Now let's look at the different shot types and routes. As expected, round shots made up the largest portion, with 20% being external spin shots and 22% being internal spin shots. External shots are usually like Conti shots, while internal shots are mostly short angle shots. The third most frequent shot at 12% were short, long, short or Jaspers Shot, which are generally considered more difficult. Other shot types included plus shots, reverse shots, Crosstable shots, Tickies and double the rail shots. Cushion first shots made up 15% of my shots, and there was a 12% of shots that I couldn't classify into the previous groups. When I dug deeper into the data, I found some interesting insights. For example, the charts reveal that my problem with kisses is mainly ball 2 kissing ball 3 before I can make the point. I also noticed that my Ticky performance is relatively good compared to other shots, but the problem here is the ball 2 kissing my cue ball. I had a run of 7 points, all of which were standard shots where I typically have a good success rate. I also had 31 break shots, scoring 25 points for a success rate of 80%. My shot speed was a bit high at 4.1 meters per second. Which resulted in a poor following position. At home, my shot speed is around 3.5 meters per second. When examining the shot speeds of all shots, I found that 90% of them were linearly distributed between 2 and 5 meters per second. This shows that I don't stick to standard speeds and adapt my shot velocity freely, which I believe is a good thing. Here is my slowest shot where I have scored. And here my hardest shot. And now let's look at the lucky-unlucky ratio. When do you feel unlucky in the game of billiards? Generally, it's when you have a close miss or when the ball kisses very closely. We feel sad and resentful of our luck in these situations. I wanted to analyze my luck-unlucky ratio during the marathon match to see if there were any patterns. I believe that luck and unluckiness is evenly distributed and we have only a skewed perception of the truth. You can see that I had a similar number of closely missed points and slightly kissed balls as the barely made points and almost kissed balls. This suggests to me that my success rate is determined by the scatter of my shots and that the task is to reduce the scatter. In conclusion, I don't think it's possible to make big changes, so I want to focus on small steps. I'll concentrate on internal and external long shots as 3, 4 or 5 cushion and consciously try to avoid B2, B3 kisses. I hope that through this analysis I can find peace with the event. Peace to you all. Stay strong, stay safe, stay at Night Café.
Noch weiterspielen, weiterspielen. 9, 8, 7,